Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world, and thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I will be your presentator and caster for today, and I am rolling with none other than Nine Null himself. How you doing, my friend?
I am doing great as RBT7 comes to a close, the birth of a new tournament here, the King's Infernus Cup, and things are about to get a little fiery here.
Yeah, that's an understatement, but it is about to kick off. The King Infernus Cup is going live. Actually, believe it or not, we actually had a game go yesterday, which I was not quite aware of. It was kind of on last, well, at least I didn't notice it, and I don't know if you did, but it looks like they kind of scheduled it the last moment or just before I was able to see it because I did not take notice of that one. But I love to see the aggression on them trying to get their matches out right away.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And like you were saying, RBT7 is coming to close, and a new one is coming, and there is a lot of people from RBT playing in this tournament now, and I am excited about it.
Yeah, that is going to be especially exciting to see. Pretty much the only thing we're missing is some of those Chinese teams, but we are here with a whole slew of teams, a lot of South American teams, especially hoping to prove themselves here on an international field.
Yep, and we're going to be going over some of the teams with our live show here, and also got a match to cast right after it. So for those that are here to watch the match as well, here is the prediction. Go ahead, put your votes up. And it looks like we already are getting a map ban, and they're not wasting any time now. I mean, they are.
Yeah.
Looks like they are ready to go.
Yeah,
So
teams in this cup given 15 minutes before is when they're supposed to do their map bans. These teams starting with 1 minute in, getting straight into it.
yeah, let me give one quick contact, see if they're map banning right away. Give you one sec for a quick answer, and if they are, we'll just go right to the map ban. I mean, we are going to go over the teams with this live show we have planned. There's a good chance we'll do part of the live show, that we'll jump in the match, come back, and finish it off. There's a good chance that might happen
Yeah,
because we do want to go over every single team, and it'll take a little time for us to do that, but that is something we like to do so we can discuss people that have switched from one team to the other, and it looks
right.
like actually from them, it looks like they are not planning anything at the current second. He says it's just waiting for them to vote. So
Cool.
why don't we just start it off and we'll go over some of these teams until they are ready to do the voting. Then we'll send it over there. Everybody can watch the bands and we can take it from there. So without hesitation, everybody, here we go. Here are the teams. King Inferno's Cup rankings, starting from the very bottom. There turned out to be 64 teams that signed up. It's very impressive now. It's just about 20 shy of RBT7, even though it was a bunch of dropouts after the first week, but we'll just have to see what happens with King Infernus Cup after that first week, too.
Yeah, you never know, but still, what an amazing number to start with.
Yes, it is. It's dead even. I mean, 64 is the perfect bracket size, but without hesitation, why don't we start jumping into some of these right away? I'll jump from the bottom, and these are going to be the rankings for King Inferno Cup. And fortunately for everybody, the rankings don't really mean anything here. Not like it did for home and away. No, you know, he had choice and all this. Kind of
Yeah.
had a meaning behind it, but this is just for everybody at home, just so you can root for your underdogs if you want to. If it goes up to your predictions in the matches, you can use this as a little list, and we'll update it every week as well, and try to get the best odds for you to win in some zombies or winning
Yeah.
whatever channel points you have. No, I don't even know what they're called. What do you have over there?
Yeah, I got channel points, just channel points. I gotta make it more themed, but yeah.
Yeah, we gotta figure out some other kind of zombies to have you to gather up over
I
there as
know,
well,
yeah.
as well. But here we go. At the very bottom, Team Des K. I'm not quite trying to pronounce that, but it's gonna
Yep.
be Jun Guts, Saba, Ariel, SOS, and Minor. And right above them will be Saints and Sinners. That's going to be a South American a team. Shotmind, Matrix, CB. A couple of dots. NCSTR, Assassin. It's going to be one team. And then right after that, we will have Dark Masters, another South American team. Maxio, Rally, Faz, Rome, Slither, and Chamas. And right after that, we will have Team Sexy. We'll have to see. We'll
Ooh,
see how that comes out.
how sexy will they be?
We'll have to find out how sexy their attacks can be, but we will see. It's going to be Ian Putu, Rome, Ego, Triple X, Manfred, and Gunner. And I'll do, let's see, one more here, and then we have Aimware Corporation. Hopefully that's not exactly what they want to be. It's just a joke. We're not going to be using nothing like this. It's going to be XVX, Rainy Liz, Inhuman, or Xless, and Dandy.
Yeah, interesting to know. Dark Masters and Saints and Sinners, or rather, Sexy and Dark Masters, both have a team member named Rome. I don't know if they know each other, but they're going to be fighting it out for who is the official Rome. Moving on forward in our brackets, we got Los Comedia from South America, Teas, Zik, Sese, Mais Fecherito, Casisus, and Kiskasmz. For Midnight Team, the sole representative of the Brazil region, we've got Andre, Aqua, Vorkis, Rakia, Amaruk, and Back. Teleturbios, representing, I believe, Bolivia, but South America is a greater region. We got Unknown, Amintable, Rinky, Payu, and Dipse. Moving on forward for Slayers from South America, we got Flocky, Stressed, Zore, Tarino, Not, Use the Biker, and Cat with Uke. Last one for Oppressors, for South America here, and that I'm listing. We got Oppressors, Sirio, Shani, Dante, and Hoano going to be representing them.
Indeed, and then after that, we're going to be going. It's going to be Smurf party time, but hopefully there's no Smurfs involved in here because we don't want none of that. But that's just the name they're going to go by, Smurf party. Petsto, Peep, Duendi, LRK. I'm missing a little vowels there for me to pronounce that. We got a Sad Cat, someone make him happy, and ZXZ, and that threw me off because there was XYX, so we got ZWXZ and XY XVX down there, and Pingu, the team above that. That was also a South American team. The team goes is going to be South American and North American, which has 2 plus signs: QWR, Hassan, Cone, Ten Nero, Hizen, and AMW. Right after that will be, let me stretch this out just a little bit so we can see the names here. We got Hamster Combat. This is going to be entertaining. Russian team. Daydreaming, N06. A Paprika. HZ, Mazita, Open, and Metamorphosis. I never thought I would say that in a RB or in a Left 4 Dead situation, saying metamorphosis. I like that. We got Rapsters, which will be 7 round or crown. I'm not quite sure which one he wants to go by. Fernandes, Lonzo, MX, exclamation marks, and Yaqui. And then one more here is going to be Karazunu, I Miss Her, Angel, Sabetis, I Don't Know Prime, a time which is 314. SURT and the letter K with some cool symbols in front of it, no?
All right, moving on forward for Sale from South America. This team unfortunately forfeited their match against Babylonia. That was supposed to happen soon. But we got Messinaldo, Dam, Malrine, Zell, Darius, Wayne, and Toro E. For Sengra Nueva from South America, we got Mochi, Schnell, Zerul, W-Tap, Latoa, and Perimbuns. For the Aggressives from South America, we got Aggressives Poos, Black Ghost, Mr. Duck, Alice, and Camilo. On Assassins,
Sorry, I apologize.
you're good.
There we go.
All good. Good. Yep. For Assassins, we got Domp, Compa, Salut, Nero, Bast, Wazif, and Maldito Jean. And for Old Deus from South America, we got Dan, Wolfa, Mr. Alex 18, Zayo, and Smack.
All right, and then right after that, we no lie, every song we hit never hit a smack is what I say. But after that one, oh, 1 second. Okay, so the map's gonna be Hard Rain. We're gonna be playing on Hard Rain. They actually have already completed that, so
It
that's what we're
happens. It happens.
that's what we're looking at. And then we're gonna go to Hell's Kitchen, which is gonna be an NA team, which will be Slud, a little complicated with the X in there. Peaky or PK or I don't even know how to pronounce that one. No, that one's confusing.
Pikes.
Pikes, you think?
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll go with Pikes. Chloe.
Good luck with this one.
Man, let's just say
I'd
Frank.
be calling him Pizza.
Frank Papizza. That's what it looks like.
Frank Pizza. Love that guy.
And Nanya, actually, I see Nanya yesterday. Nanya, I actually played with in a pug yesterday, so I did get to meet
Okay.
that person as well. So it's kind of cool to see them actually playing in the tournament as well, which I was not aware of. But we're gonna go on the next team, which is gonna be Team Anthrax from South America with Sample, Isle, Shan, Neo, Nux, and Sky Death. And then we're gonna have Chevo's band with Tango, Flips, X and Mai. I like that one. Singrio and Vam. And then we're going to have the Moon Sliders, which will be Kiwi, Fago, Sharon, Benson, Skips, Rio, and Dayron. And then Esto S. Guerrera is going to be Nicola Porcella, Yaco Eskenazi,
Oh yeah.
Hilito, and Blitzwolf.
All right, and starting to get into names you might recognize a bit more as we crest over the top 40 mark. We've got Matt Fetters from South America. They're representing Accost, Kaiser, Unattainable, Vivi, and Isaac. Synergy from South America has got Ansi, Chronicle, Dito, G-Bad, Revenge, Venom, and Shiro. Sunrise, representing South America, North America, and Europe. We've got Rary Shy, Sangui, Ixayan, Wolf, Bappo, Reaxes, and Linaz. Yakuza, South America and North America. We got Phil X, Icky Player, Sunek, Kawil, Tunex, and 33 Trace. Moving on to my last one, we got Gex from South America, represented by Mr. Corinja, Sapnax, Kuma, Jeremy, and What's a Heart.
All right, and then right after that, we're gonna go to one of the team that's actually in the match today. It's gonna be In Memory, which will be Yam, Lunita, Triple H, not the wrestler by the way, Lewis Gameplay, Felwell, Harpa, or Hiropa, and El Itigino. I probably butchered that name, but I'll try. But Las Palares is gonna be.
You got
Patatas?
this.
Is that what
Oh
it is?
yeah,
Patitas?
Patitas.
Patitas. There you go, patitas. Patitas. Bama, Polo Lunar, Blaze. I wonder if that's Blaze, the caster Blaze. That'd be cool to see
Ooh.
him there. It's gonna be Ann, Very, and Adita. Then we're gonna
Yes, that
have
is El Ruditas.
Ruditas, and it's
The
also Blaze.
streamer.
That would be so awesome to see him.
That would be cool.
Yeah, or short name Edit. He goes by Edit as well. It's a nickname for him too.
Okay.
Pulverizer Kings we're going to go to, which will be KOP, Imperfect Body, Hook 1, and Rux, followed by Berserker Mood, NMN, Shoiko, Shinu, Try Harder, MF, Antonish, Kowalski, and Vizard. And then right above that, sorry about that, we will have the Teletubbies. And they're going to have a heck of a matchup this week. Now they're going up
Yep.
against Envy. They have their back up the wall there,
Mm.
South American team. Good luck to you guys. They're going to play with teammates as AD, God, I Miss You, Saigo, God Milk You, and Darkness.
Yeah, Teletubbies got a bunch of pretty well-known names if you're familiar with the Peru scene. I Miss You is Pari Poison. We got Saigo, who I believe was captain of Pantera de Callao, not sure about that, and also God Miku. Moving on to Ethereals, we got Hellset, Faithin, Lynx, Miracle, and Canon. Canon was a member of Prominence, which did very well in the IOC. Moving on to Yadaragasu, South America, North America. Shotcase, Pooh, Ta, Artiero, Han, Speaktown, and Hard. You might recognize some of those members from No Skilch Academy. Moving on to 28, we got Silences, represented by Blood, Jaft, Riff, Tusu, Sinzawa, Zik, and Zenus. They actually have made it pretty far. Blood and Jaft, as well. I believe Jaft and Tusu have made it pretty far as the Sigma males in IOC. They've done quite well for themselves. Moving right along, Blue White Bull from RBT7. Representing China, we've got OVO, CMM, Little Bird, PP, and Hung. We've also got Let Me Down Slowly from China. This is a kind of a mix of Blue White Bull, Rock Sugar, and Once Loved You from RBT7. That is going to be Ding, the caster 184 noob. Shout out to him. Hanako, Sila, SRY, a little bit homesick, and Save.
And it's going to be Never Lose, which will be Fanning, Aldo, 99, Sandu. Oh, that's a mouthful. Aaliyah, Tennyson, TT, Went, and Nia. And then after that, we're going to have Los Pignados, L, or not L, D,
We can just
Madagascar.
call them the Penguins of Madagascar.
Oh, the Penguins of Madagascar.
That's the English, yeah.
Okay, all right. And then we're going to have Skipper, Rico, Kaba, or Kabu, Kowalski, Bert, Mort, and Vitality, or Italy. I think that sounds right. I'm getting better at this. I cannot pronounce that team name. I don't know how to do that one in Chinese.
That is Wild and Shocking Asia.
Wild and Shocking Asia with 8712, who came in the playoffs on Team Bochi, if I remember correctly. Now, right? He came with Bochi.
Yes.
And he brought a bunch of his people with him, which are going to be Stay With Me, Winnable, Ketsu, Demon, Origami, and Akari. And then right after that, a popular team that's been playing a couple of tournaments now, it's going to be Coink Gangs, but just Coinks for this tournament. It's going to be Darkman, Gatto, Lacrobro, Daniel, Lynn, Hades, and Stroke. And then Tempest is another team that also played in really big tournament 7. Looks familiar. I don't know how many of the members are exactly in this one from the other one. No, is that a lot of the original ones by chance? Do you remember?
We've got Ed and Lycan. As far as the other ones, I think Pommy as well, but I have to check back. Let's see here. Just gonna be Ed, Lycan, and Pommy from that original RBT7 roster.
All right, and then they pick up 3 newer players, which would be Sean, Zio, and Hugh Yo-Yu.
Yeah. Okay, so just to cover some of those teams a little bit, Never Lose is, of course, a team that you might be familiar with if you've been watching cups like Zvanki Cup, etc. Definitely a familiar name in the Peruvian scene. For the Penguins of Madagascar, that is actually a lot of members of Akatsuki, which did very well at RBT7. They got 14th place after Swiss. So their team names are a little bit undercover. They're also Sex in Action in the IOC. So you might recognize these guys. They're kind of undercover as far as their names, but don't underestimate the Penguins. You already covered 8712, Kuwait Gangs, and Tempest, 2 South American teams you're definitely going to want to watch out for. They have been tearing it up in South American Cups through 2024. Moving on, we've got Signalis from Europe. That is Miles, Leo Funny, Zealot, Akali, Elster, Toff, and Flames. They were in RBT7, one of the best performing teams out of Europe. And moving on to another team from RBT7, from kind of the Europe region, a Russian team, Aura, with team captain Aura, as well as C-Tuff, Ast, Fate, Kid, and Flame. Aura, Ast, and Kid from that original RBT7 roster. And also from Signalis, we had Miles, Leo Funny, and Toph from the RBT7 roster. So a lot of RBT7 teams here showing up once again. We got L'Obscurite from South America, North America, with Dream, Bully, Frag Rude, Lolly Gangster, Skyness, Another, and Hyros. You might recognize some of those players from Agartha, as well as some players from L'Obscurite, which participated in RBT7 for a bit. Very well performing team. We've also got Winterfell from Asia. This is the Thai squad of Gladstein and RBT7 that made quite a splash. They did extremely well. They just fell out of the top 8, but very much could have seen them in playoffs if it was top 16. They have Artix, Poppin, Bear, and Mink. Those first 3 players are from that original RBT7 roster. And of course, we've also got representing South America YBG, which is Kyo, Sushi, Lizard, and Zerk, aka Keyboard Warriors from RBT7. Watch out for them as well.
Yeah, a couple members of them. Good to see them there. Good to see Kale come back and play again. Like to see some of the old players come back and slay the zombies away for everybody's entertainment. So it's very happy to see them again, Kale. Shout out to him. And now we're gonna go into the next 5 up into the top 10. I'm gonna have a little difficult saying this one, but I believe it's Urchpumak. I believe that's what it is.
Okay.
And that is going to be Yu Snipe, and it's a Betts, Brutus, Rof, and Raf, and that is actually a Russia/EU team. Babylonia is making the return with some different members. It's going to be Mila, Sinji, Spooky, Utski, if I said that right, and then Driss from Upper Moons as well. So it looks like they combined some of their rosters together, as they were absent in RBT7. They were not there, no. They were not.
Interesting.
And then we have the match that we just did tonight. It is going to be Cronus. They come in out as ranked number 12, because there is the number on the left is not exactly what it is. It's off by 1, but they rank number 12. Traps host Morn and Reach, and also remember they asked Galagugu was added to the roster as well. Right. So we should see. We'll get that updated momentarily too. And then we go into Berber Yasos Chowers. If I can't pronounce it.
Well said.
I tried my best, but that is going to be Colossus. It was Taeyang, Slide, Rusher, Erlin, Nisha, and Kirby. I believe that is all the original members from them, if I remember correctly. And then we have Boys in the Favela, a.k.a. Aqualex, a.k.a. Team Simp, who is going to be North America / I believe Australia members as well, with Caution, Dina, Discreet, DDA, Hydro, Robex, and the return of Sloppy Wolf.
Yeah.
So it's good to see Sloppy Wolf come back and play again as well.
That's going to be a scary roster. Shout out to the strong, independent, masculine players of the Boys in the Favela. Also, Ikpakmak. We got Yoi from Aura, originally in RBC7, and Snipe from Question Mark. That'll be interesting to see what they can do. Moving on, we got Cat Revenge from China. That is going to have Liu, Mui, Mabao, QWERTY, and Firecat. So definitely some names you'll recognize there from the Bochi squad themselves. Moving on, we got Big Old Tards from NA, aka Bot. That's going to be Bravo, Purple, David, Ramirez, Acer, Nevermore, and Dash. And that is going to be a scary roster, MK.
Yes, it is. I'm looking forward to a lot of these matches coming up.
And we've also got Quick Cleans from EU North America. Now, that's got Captain Galagugu. I think that must have gotten switched. Let me check that real quick.
Yeah, while you check that out, actually, a Big Old Tards, what you just went over that name, is the return of some, actually, not only just some good friends of mine, some real OG players that have been playing close around the beginning of the time the game came out, with Bravo, Purple, David, Ramirez, Acer, Nevermore, and Dash. Shout out to all of them, as I know them all as well.
Well, it looks like Quick Cleans is no longer on the official roster. We've got Galagugu moving over to Cronus, Chris joining up with Hikori, but I don't see any of the other players. Looking them up real quick, I don't think we see any more. I don't see any of those other players on rosters for the time being. So, gonna get you an update on Quick Cleans. But moving on, we got Los Caballitos de Tortora, which is Vaso de Leche, South America. They've got Cannoli, Peewee, Karma, Zis2, Vindicuyas, and Shada. So missing life and also adding a couple members from some well-known teams in Vindicuyas and Shada. Cuyas was on La Pantera de Callao for RBT7, and Shada was on La Pantera de Callao as well. So kind of a mesh of the two teams. And then we just got top five left, MK.
Yeah, actually, we got Ascendant, which is going to be from EU. We all know them very well. Kryja, Frey, Innuendo. Hay has added to the team. Still have Fincy, and the addition of Lion from Question Mark, as Lion has been known to play in a couple tournaments with Ascendant and Skyrise as well in the past. So they're not strangers to each other, so it's also good to see them enter the tournament as well. And then we're
For
going to
sure.
get to number 4, Team Goats. Winner, actually, I probably won't want to. I already said it. So the winner of the International Obscurity Cup. For those that want to watch that game, it is on my L4D Gamers page for YouTube. If you want to check it out there, Sawa, Aim, Saying, Healy, and Linux coming in at the number 4 ranked team, and then we're into the top 3. Is long debate of the top 2 teams from SA is GOAT. The next one is going to be Hokori. Hokori usually gets the better of GOAT, but not recently. No, GOAT was
Yeah.
able to dethrone them and take a win over Hokori, denying them their 8th win in less than 2 years. That would have been Hokori's 8th number 1 spot, which is
Wow.
incredibly impressive. But they'll go to 7-1, still putting up an impressive score. Shockwave, Grizz, Zyko, Yaft, Kless, and Arukai as a new member on there. And these are my boys. As everybody knows, I do sub for them in RBT7. Luckily, hopefully I don't have to, so I can just sit from the
Yeah, yeah.
sidelines, because that's where I like to play from.
And
And
we've got Chris joining them as well.
oh yeah, that's right. You did say Chris. And one thing to note here, that they're not strangers from playing with each other. Zyko and Chris have played together with
Ooh.
Manzano and Shockwave all on the same team, so they are not unfamiliar with each other at all by any means. So that's just a good pickup for them. It's just unfortunately we're gonna have to take out Quick Cleans, as it doesn't seem like they're gonna be participating on their own team. We'll have to see
Yeah.
if anything's changed before it's over. But as we get into the top 2. It is not every single identical member, but this is you win the winner bracket of RBT7 team, Russia, from Neuro and Textral, Hikaru, VDK, which I believe are all the original members,
Yes.
and then they add Rake and You Are an Enemy, and that's going to be the roster running in, and then the final team, no, making their return for the first time in a tournament setting. It is going to be the return of Envy, and it is going to be Deck, Kimchi, Kane, or Prove. I don't know if they added any other members from there. I haven't got a chance to check. I know there's a lot of updating going on, but this list will get updated too with a lot of the members, and will take away the quick cleans at a later time.
Yeah, Envy actually has added some members. Fifth member is Presto. Joining Presto is Sync and 4ZE.
Yeah, all people that played together. They played on Korea Gaming before they played together. They've won tournament together. So a lot of the Envy people and a lot of some of these other teams that have Envy players on it have made a whole bunch of other teams, but they have gotten together because they've seen all the action and they want back in it and all. They want to play the best of the best while there's still time to do it.
Yeah, it's great to see these teams returning back into the game. Hopefully, going to be a trend we continue to see.
All right, let's see. Yeah, okay, it's just Rising sending me a message. Yep, we know that the team is disbanded, so that was what we were just talking about it. So that one is it for as far as quick clean. So we had good confirmation even from the team players that they're not going to be participating. So you're right on everybody splitting, and some people just dropped out that were other members on the team, from what I could see. But I believe that is the end of our list. We've gotten to the end of it. And no, we're at the beginning. It is just starting. And I am completely excited to see what matches are going to be scheduled, when they're going to happen. And of course, I'm also looking forward to that RBT7 match this weekend as well.
Oh yeah, lest we forget, RBT7. It's got, I believe, 3 matches left to be played out in totality. So that's going to be super exciting. Now I know MK, you're going to be covering a lot of these top teams here for Kings Infernus Cup, but I'm also very excited to see some of these familiar names from South American tournaments that I've been commentating over the months. So it's going to be really interesting to see if maybe some of these unknown teams, unknown in quotes, towards 30th seed or so, might be able to really put up a serious fight. It just remains to be seen.
Yep. Like I said, we're getting matches scheduled up. We're also going to have a match schedule that everybody will be able to view. We're working on it and all. You saw a little glimpse of it. It's going to be awesome when we get it out there. You can actually, everybody can look at it from wherever you're at to see exactly which streamer you want to follow, what time the games are coming out. Not like just sit here and wait for them to be posted. This way you can get a little
Yeah.
bit of a schedule and plan if you want to be there for the time the game starts. I can't guarantee you it'll always be 100% accurate because sometimes teams just got to do it on the spot. Don't really have the time to set up. You just do it when you have the free time. So
Yeah.
that can happen as well too, but we will do our best. It's something that we're looking forward to doing for everybody. So keep an eye for it, and I'll definitely have it on my Twitch page as a shortcut. We'll make sure that Nine Null has it, Papinas, everybody, every caster you like to follow will have it as ability just for you to click and go to it right away.
Well said. As for upcoming matches, like I said, we've got one tomorrow night, L'Obscurite versus Synergy, South American Showdown at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, late night Thursday. We got a match late night Friday as well, Teletubbies against the one and only Envy at 11 p.m. Eastern. You're not going to want to miss that one. We've got 2 matches already scheduled for Saturday, including one with the boys in the favela as versus Aimware Corporation, as well as Rap Stars versus Never Lose. That should be a really interesting showdown if you've been following those Peru teams, and a whole slew of matches on Sunday that I'm not even going to try to cover yet. And we've got a lot of matches left to be covered, left to be scheduled, exactly as you said.
Yep. So just stay tuned. We'll get them scheduled. We'll get them out there. We'll let everybody know. Me and Nalt and myself, what we're going to do for RBT's live show, we are not going to be doing one after this week is over. We'll do one this week and for the week after together. So there will be no live show on Monday. It'll be the following Monday, which we'll do the loser bracket one stage and the final loser bracket round, and we'll do that right before the grand finals. And we'll have even a little special something for everybody right before the grand finals begin. Hopefully we get it done in time for them. We're a little cramped on the time, but we're going to try to
Yeah.
bang it out and get it done.
All right, some exciting things on the horizon. The end of the really big tournament, the birth of Kings Infernus Cup. Only one way to find out how it plays out, and that is going to be tuning in.
All right, that is going to end it for our match/live show today. We will get the match uploaded. We'll also get the live show done as well. Separate video. If anybody wants to follow that uninterrupted, we'll get that up shortly. That is going to end it for today. Actually, I forgot to release the comments to everybody, so let me release your zombies accordingly. Here you go, Cronus. There's your zombies, guys. And that will be it. Shout out to the tournament admin, Rupp, and his team for running the KIC Cup. Shout out to the teams for playing in the tournament. The server admins for having the servers for us to play on. And, of course, most important, everybody at home for watching. Without you guys, it is not possible. We'll see you soon. Have a good one. And bye-bye.